Hello, hello, hello to all of my Capricorns. Capricorns, we are going to get into a reading for, usually I do like the weekly readings. But we're going to get into a reading for July the 30th through August the 13th. I'm going to start doing them every 2 weeks. And then, like the energy that something you may be going through around that time or just what spirit wants you to know or whatever, okay? All right, cross watchers, you are welcome here. You may have Capricorn in some of your significant placements. So, we are about to get into a reading. See what comes out for you, Capricorn. Wait a minute, hold on. Y'all just hit that like, share, and subscribe button. I said, if y'all can get me, if this channel can get to 10,000 subscribers, I'm going to start going live with these every 2 week readings. But I just need y'all to get me to 10,000 subscribers. So y'all make sure y'all subscribe when y'all watch that video, when y'all watch the channel. Okay. Y'all give me the 10,000 subscribers. I'm going to start going live to do these readings. So y'all could be looking in my face. Okay. All right. So, wait a minute. Hold on, Capricorn. Cappies. Cappies. Because I wanted to read something to y'all. Okay. So, Capricorn, you rule the 10th house. But I just wanted to read a little something to you, Cappy. Hold on, I gotta get my glasses because I can't see Capricorns without these little tiny. I can't see the words. Whew. Okay. Y'all, it is hot as fish grease out there, can't? I'm trying to tell you, it's hot as I don't know what out there today. It's hard to feel cute, sexy, or anything else in that kind of heat. Unless you on the beach. Anyway, all right, Capricorn. So, you ruled the 12th house, Capricorn. Achiever. And I'm going to just, let me see. The challenge with Capricorns can be keep an eye on the power dynamics. Without integrity, Capricorn ambition can enable gross manipulation. Control the tendency to become controlling or manipulative when feeling anxious. Do not fall in love with others' competence. Let it inspire your own. The gift with you, Capricorn, is wisdom grown over time through mature experiences is the gift of Capricorn, as its connection to the spiritual traditions and disciplines that offer a foundation for our evolution. So, Capricorn, you're about achieving things, growth. You know what I mean? You're about not letting the knowledge that you gain or your achievements, not using them as a tool to manipulate other people or situations in a negative way. I don't care what zodiac sign you are. Most people do use their power in some kind of way to get what they want. I don't care what zodiac sign you are. But this is about being conscious about that, not burning bridges and not letting power go to your head, but using it as a learning tool, as well as a teaching tool, and as well as a growth tool. Okay. So you can continue to grow, and you never know, some bridges you may have to cross again. You may think you may never have to cross a bridge again, but you sometimes will in this life. And this is about you achieving things and, but doing it in the right way, being conscious of that, still being the brave Capricorns you all are known to be, still going after things, and learning to really let go of grudges, because that achievement can also, just say, if you feel slighted in any way, you're known to hold on to grudges forever, and even sort of can be vindictive on like getting people back. even if it's 10 years later. So, um, is every Capricorn like that? I'm sure they're not. So, but that is one of the things that you kind of are known for, like holding on to grudges. Okay, so let's see what else comes out for you, Capricorn. Capricorns. So you may be in the area, there may be some area of your life where you're trying to achieve something, or you're being encouraged to do that at this time. So let's see. Okay. Freedom. The energy of freedom supports our sense of limitless possibilities and potential, boundless expressions and bold exploration. So, Capricorn, you may be at this time you want the freedom to kind of do something in the way you want to do it, how you want to do it. Maybe you're trying to achieve something, right? And there may be areas of your life where you feel confident, but you also can feel limited in some areas. This is like, for instance, if you work for somebody instead of working for yourself, you have to be there at a certain time. You have to leave at a certain time. If you are in a manager's position, more your responsibility may have increased and people expect more out of you. So it's like, even though you have the freedom to do some things, you still feel limited in some ways, right? Okay, so, but this is you understanding why you feel limited and not using what you have to manipulate a situation. At the bottom of the deck, we have balance here. It says the frequency of balance supports our ability to find harmony with all aspects of our three-dimensional and multi-dimensional layers of reality. And so this is you seeing something beyond the veil, right? This is not just looking at the what's right in front of your face. This is like looking beyond the veil, looking beyond you, looking beyond what you're told, looking at things on a deeper level, the long-term effects of your actions, things that you want to do, how you want to do it. And if you make a decision, how it'll affect you, like I was just talking about, like going over that bridge, but doing it in the right way. And then so you don't burn a bridge that you may have to go back over again, just because maybe you feel limited in some way. You want the freedom to do something in a certain way. Because I do feel like there's an easier way. You're going to find an easier way to do something, Capricorn. It's just that it's like you're going to have to figure out a way of doing it without saying, I don't care what nobody feel. I don't care what nobody think. I'm going to just do it my way. It's like you're going to have to find some sort of balance between you and someone else so you can still achieve what you want. Whatever that is in your life. I don't know what that is, Capricorn. Only you would know. So let's see. First card out for you. Yeah, see, look. Eight of Swords here. It says, let me read this card to you. It says, the illusion of entrapment. A lack of self-confidence that makes you feel helpless, being afraid to take action. Take responsibility for your life right now. So yeah, you see this energy here. This energy can walk right out of that gate. That gate isn't closed. There's one sword there even, that they can pick up and fight whatever battles, use it as a weapon, or just move it out the way and walk out. Take off the blindfolds. So this is more about you thinking that you're trapped, even when you're not. That's what I was just saying, like in a situation here. So maybe you feel like you are limited and you're looking for freedom and balance in something. This could be on the job. This could be in a relationship. Only you would know. But this is you kind of getting out of your own way or getting out of your own head. Okay? It's like you don't have to like just steamroll over people because you feel like that's the only way to do something. This is you figuring out a way to say, okay, I can get out of this gate. Let me just, why am I thinking that I'm stuck when I'm not? I got the power to move this way, that way. You know, if I don't like my job, I can always go apply for another job and just hold on to this until I find me another job. So it's like you're under the illusion that you're stuck when you're not. But you do like, one thing I noticed about most of the Capricorns I've come across, they like consistency. They like things to be routine in some kind of way, right? And this is the Nine of Wands here. It says, protect what you have created. Be prepared. Never give up. Ask your angels for help. Environmental activists or in animal rights. So it's maybe some of you all love animals. You may have a deep love for animals, or you may have a love for some sort of act. You may be an activist, where you're fighting for what you believe in. You're standing up for what you believe in, and you're trying to protect what you have worked for. Again, you may have been on a job for a very long time, and you just kind of feel stuck. Maybe you feel kind of like almost like obligated in some way. You're like, okay, I get up, go to work every day, and I do this for my family and this, that, and the other, but I wish I was being paid more. I wish I had more free time, or I wish it's something like that. But I kind of feel like, Capricorn, this is a time for you to see your power without having to burn bridges, because something is more in your head than what you realize at the time. Release. Endings that lead to new beginnings. The need to release situations or people that hold you back. Spiritual transformation. Beautiful, Capricorn. So look, this is about you figuring this out. You're going to figure this out. You definitely got this. You're going to figure it out. It's frustrating. It could be, you want to, what can I, but I'm going to tell you, sometimes, how sometimes you got to let something go just so you can be rebuild. You're not rebuilding from scratch, you're rebuilding from experience. You ever heard that saying? So this is what I feel. I feel like if you decide to release something, like it says, endings that lead to new beginnings. If you decide to end something, whether it's a relationship, job relationship, romantic relationship, a relationship with a so-called family, friend, landlord, any sort of relationship that you have, whatever you decide to do at this time, I do feel like this is the opportunity for you to walk through this gate and see the kind of freedom that you have. Like, okay, now I'm in this situation. I released myself from one situation. I stood up for my rights. I stood up for what I believed in. And maybe it did bring about some sort of ending. But now what are my options? What can I do moving forward? 7, stand up for yourself and your beliefs. Have confidence. This is the 7 of Wands, and then you have the 9 of Wands. So there's a lot of passion and fire. This may be something work related, or it could be something, maybe it's real estate or work. And I'm saying real estate because I see like these bricks here, It says stand up for yourself and your beliefs. Have confidence. Challenge those in power, but also choose your battles wisely. This is what I've been saying. So this is you figuring out how to challenge people in a way where you're not burning bridges and putting yourself in a worse situation. Whatever, I don't know what this is in your life, but it seems like you're going to be able to figure this out and get through this. And then you have the 4 of Pentacles here, and this is your card, Capricorn. The Pentacles, the 4 of Pentacles. Managing your resources wisely. Extremes in how you give and receive money, time, or emotions. Smart business decisions. Seeing things as black and white. Being charitable. So this is what I'm saying. It's like you have something that you can protect. You have something of value. I don't know whether, so for instance, okay, just say if this is a job, right? Maybe you've been on the job for a long time, so you have longevity under your belt. You're not as expendable as you think, right? You have experience. So Instead of dealing with, damn, like I'm on this job and I've been here for so long and I've been asking them for a pay raise and they acting like this and they acting funny and so I want to go into work and smack the so and so out of my. Don't do that. I'm not saying do that, but I'm just saying, how sometimes people be thinking like that in their head, like if that wasn't my supervisor, man, so and so, whatever. Anyway, right? This is you figuring this out without having to sacrifice everything you work so hard for. Because if you decide to go to another, and I'm just using the job thing as an example, this could be in any area of your life. If you decide to go to another job, you may have to use that job that you've been on 8, 9, 15, 20 years as a reference, right? So make sure you leave something in the right way. You can still stand up for yourself, but make sure if you have to put in your notice, you're just not cold quitting. If you put in all them years, all that work, make sure that when you leave something, you're leaving it in the right way, because you're not as stuck as you think you are. And if standing up for yourself, they tell you, well, it's my way or no way, they're not willing to budge, start dusting off that resume. Start dusting off that resume. I tell you now, I'm gonna tell you, don't look for no job on a company's time either, because they be keeping them, they keep an eye on all of them computers. But when you not at work, and when you're not at work, like go look for a job. And go on some interviews just to see what's out there. Maybe 1 or 2 interviews a week just to see what's out there. The kind of money, speak on the kind of money you want, the kind of experience you have. When they ask you why you're leaving, you're be honest about why you're leaving. Tell them you've been there for so long, but you just kind of want some sort of new experience and you want something that is offering you growth, where you have the potential to grow. Maybe you feel stagnant in some sort of position. And that's if this is job related, okay? If it's in a relationship, you don't have to burn bridges with that person to move on to somebody new. Because if you throw dirt on your last person's name, you never know where they gonna be at in life, where you like, damn, I can't even go back to them because look at what I said when we broke up. So this is what I'm saying about like not burning bridges. You're not as stuck as you think. You may just be unhappy with the situation right now, but you're definitely in some sort of position of power where you can make some sort of change and without losing what you've worked so hard for. Maybe you got to start putting some money aside, crunch time, put some money aside so you can have an exit plan. And then look at that. You got the 4 wands here. So much to celebrate. Send gratitude to the divine and the angels for the peace and prosperity coming to you. Peace and contentment in your personal life. See what I'm saying? It's like, this is what I'm saying. Yeah, it's like you're having some sort of issue in your life and you want to break free from it. But this is all about not burning bridges. You could still break free, but not to the point where you burn bridges that you may have to cross again. And speaking up for pick your battles wisely, because speaking up for yourself, it's even a professional, or I would say a way of doing it where you can still be empathetic of the other person. Because you do look with this 4 wands, you're going to have something to celebrate. I kind of feel like you're just trying to figure this out, how to do something. So you're not feeling so stuck, so you can have more freedom and balance in your life. And it does look like, Capricorn, you will have some sort of happiness. Look at this. At the bottom of the deck is the 6 of Wands, Capricorn. This is victory, wise choices that bring public recognition and success, promotions, awards, and scholarships. This is what I'm saying. You want some sort of freedom to kind of do things your way without feeling so restricted, or having to deal with a lot of shadiness and stuff like that. That could be in a relationship. It could be on a job, whatever. But whatever this is you kind of getting to that point, Capricorn, where you're like, I do have more control over this situation, but let me work my way through this. Let me think my way through this, so I'm really not going through hell and back. And I'm going to tell you something, right? So we got Pluto in retrograde. So Capricorn, Pluto has been in retrograde since May the 1st. And it started out with Aquarius, but it entered your sign, your zodiac sign, Capricorn, on June the 11th. So it's finishing up with you. And it finishes up around October the 10th. So something in your life right now, this is about you addressing situations and learning from the experience itself. Okay? All right. And Pluto is the planet of regeneration and transformation. So this is what I'm saying. It's like something is transforming in your life. Knowledge, how to get through something without sacrificing everything you worked so hard for. Still having freedom and balance and victories and happiness and joy. Without feeling the guilt of, damn, I said the wrong thing. I shouldn't have reacted like that. I shouldn't have. Now I can't take it back. Now I didn't do. You know, it's like that. All right, so let's clarify this. Let's see what else is coming out for you, Capricorn. And then we're going to do an angel message. And again, y'all, hit that like, share, and subscribe button. These cards be bending, but they so old. But I love them. They are so old. Okay, let me see what else. Ooh. Knight of Swords. Yeah, look at this. Seizing an opportunity to get out of your own head, break free from something, and challenge something, even challenging yourself. You know, you may have to deal with some challenging words, talk yourself out of being feeling like, you know, your self-confidence isn't where it is. I do feel like sometimes you have to put on that brave face like your confidence is so high, but deep down inside, you may feel a little defeated sometimes. And again, this is about you getting out of your head and not feeling like that, and know that you have a voice and you can use it, but you don't have to use it in that way of like anger rooted to the point where you burn bridges or the situation becomes worse than what it has to be. Due to, you know, moving in haste, moving too fast, some sort of snap judgment, and then you're regretting it. You know what I mean? It's like that. All right. Devil card. This is your card, Capricorn. And the Devil card can represent manipulation. It can represent a toxic energy. It can represent power. It could represent sexuality. It could represent needing to break free from something. And so I do feel like this is an area of your life, Capricorn, where you can protect your power. You can protect what you've worked so hard to obtain, but you don't have to do it in a manipulative way. And this is you figuring this out. Breaking free from your own bad habits, as well as not letting people make you feel like you're trapped. If you're in a situation like a toxic work environment, or you're in a toxic living environment or something like that, this is you speaking up, but in a way where you're holding someone accountable and still breaking free. You're not salvaging everything you've worked so hard for. The Chariot card, yeah. I feel like once you figure this out, you're going to release something quickly. And then you're going to really focus on moving ahead. I almost feel like you're going to try to reinvent yourself. You know, so maybe the situation that you're in, you know, maybe you made some mistakes, right? And you're learning from that. I feel like I don't care what the age is. I feel like we go through this life and life is like school or something. We're always learning something new about other people, ourselves, whatever, right? So I do feel like this is about you almost like rising from the phoenix, reinventing yourself, releasing the old, releasing what no longer serves you, not doing it in a way where You're burning bridges where you can't walk back across, or you can't even, connect with people again because you've said things or did things that you can't come back from. This is about you really staying focused. And I do feel like some of you Capricorns will be getting some sort of public recognition. You'll be getting some sort of support. This may be from your family. It could be from people in your community. It could be from people on a new job. It could even be from a people, like if you're moving from one job to another, it may be from people on your old job who just feel good about, like, oh, you were here all this time, you put in all this work, we're so proud of you, and we're happy to see you move on, even if we're sad to see you move on, something like that. So I do feel like it's like you're going to get an opportunity for some sort of new beginning. You have the Hierophant here. So this again is you finding out. Maybe you're talking to a lawyer. Maybe you're talking to a judge. Maybe you're talking to, it could be a tarot reader. It could be a religious leader, spiritual leader, or something. But you're getting some sort of key information or key knowledge. Maybe you're talking to somebody in your human resources department, one of the elders in the family. I don't know, but it's like you're talking to someone so you can get some key information on how you can face these challenges, and choose your battles wisely. This is what it looks like you're going to figure out how you can do this in some way. Then you have the Four of Wands right here. So whatever this is you're doing, Capricorn, I'm telling you, it's going to pay off. I see it. Some of you all are going to figure this out in a way where you're going to be able to connect with somebody. There's some sort of unity here. And I do feel like you're going to manage your resources wisely to the point, maybe you're able to purchase a property. Maybe you're able to relocate. Maybe you're able to move in with somebody, move together with somebody, or just kind of bring some sort of balance to a situation, right? And so this is going to take time, but I do feel like once you figure this out, it's going to start moving quickly, right? And you have the Four of Wands again right here, and you have the Emperor card. Aries may be significant. Four of Wands, the Emperor card. Aries may be significant in your life. But this is also, the Emperor is also about you taking charge. Some of you all, there's something has to do with law enforcement. The Chariot card could be someone who's like an EMT, somebody who's getting escorted, or like a police officer, somebody who like, or security or something like that. And then you have the Emperor. That's also about like the law. It could be government, law enforcement, or something. But it's like you're figuring out how to take charge of a situation and really kind of take back your power. But again, in a way where, because I kind of feel like you're in some area of your life where you almost feel powerless, but that's in your head. So this is you really taking back your power, but doing it in the right way to where you're not burning bridges, right? So if like you move to a new job, where you have more freedom, there's more balance there. And that within itself can make you feel more powerful, but you didn't burn bridges with your old job. If you're moving into a new relationship, this is you not having to tear your ex down just to have a new, happier relationship where you may feel more, things are more balanced and there's more freedom for conversation and communication and transparency or something. But you don't have to say, my ex, we never talked about this and they was this and they was that. You don't have to tear them down just so you can grow in a new connection, because what if that connection down the road don't work? And you and your ex, maybe you want to build a friendship with them in the future, but you said so many horrific things about them. They're not going to forget that. So this is about learning some really good life lessons. But I do feel like you're going to be able to take your power back in some way, in a big way too, without, again, sacrificing everything you've worked so hard to get. And then you have the Four of Swords here. Some of you all need to take a break. You need a vacation. You need to relax a little bit. You need to rest. Some of you all may be facing some sort of like health issues due to stress. You may have a lot of, maybe you accumulated a lot of overtime or like PTO or sick leave or something that you haven't utilized yet. You haven't used. So you may need to take that. Like using, maybe you want to use it all up before you quit or something, before you even submit your 2-week notice. Like use all of your PTO and sick leave. And then go back and submit your 2-week notice. Wait a minute. Okay. All right. Well, let's see what message. Let's see what this spirit has for you. Let's see what's going on. Or either some jobs will pay it out to you. You know, some jobs will pay it out. Like you could submit it and then they approve it and you'll see it on your paycheck. All right. Let's see. It's up to you. Yep. So it's up to you how you want to deal with a situation. Do you want to move in haste because you feel trapped? It's like a bull in a cage. And then you tear everything down and it can't be repaired, relationships or whatever. Or do you want to stand up for yourself, but in a way where you're not burning bridges? You know, still knowing what you can do and how you can do it, but without messing yourself up. You know what I'm saying? So it's up to you how you want to do it, Capricorn. Meditation brings answers. It does. Meditation is going to bring you the clarity that you've been seeking. You've been wanting some freedom in a situation in your life and some balance. And it's like you could feel trapped or in a toxic situation that you kind of want to just break free from. But it's like you looking deeper into something to see. It's almost feel like, Capricorn, you're missing something. That's what I feel. I feel like you're almost missing something that's in plain sight. It's right in front of your face. It's a solution to a problem. Will it take work? Yes, because you're going to have to get out of your own head. But I feel like meditation is going to bring something to the forefront or make it clear to you or something like that of how you can get out of a really toxic situation. Listen to your intuition. Yeah. So you're going to have to silence all those negative thoughts in your head and all of that, those things that will tap away and at your confidence and all that kind of stuff. This is about you being tapped in enough to know that you can win this situation. Even if winning means ending something, just so you can start something new somewhere else in a better way. Ending something but without burning bridges. And some of you all, there's law enforcement is somewhere heavy in your energy. I don't know whether you work with law enforcement or EMTs or whether you've been to prison before or something, but something about, maybe you just got a lot of police officer friends. But there's something about you need to listen to your intuition pertaining to law enforcement. Or something. Okay. And then this says remain positive. So remain positive in a situation. Whatever, like you may be stressed out at this time. But again, this is an opportunity for you to really work your way through this and get the freedom that you want. The balance that you want. Your card right here is a victory card. That's a card of, it says victory, wise choices that bring public recognition and success, promotions, awards, or scholarships. So this is what I'm saying. Some of you all, don't throw it all away because of a stupid situation. Because some of you all are going to, this is like I almost feel like some of you all, you're so close to resolving a matter, but this is where the devil steps in. Temptation to do something in a way where you're like, okay, I'm going to just do this. I don't care. And then all of your hard work is just gone down the drain because of that one snap decision. Yep. So you've been on a job for 20 years. You just up and quit, and then you try to go to a new job and they're like, well, it's how you quit and da 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 da. They said you cussed them out. They said this, and we just don't want to, because then they may throw in some extra stuff. Oh, they're a hothead. We've always been worried about them, and that's, so then it messes you up somewhere else. So it's like that, So this is just about you kind of taking that deep breath, meditating, and listening to your intuition. Remove anything or anyone out of your life, like distance yourself from people. That Four of Swords, you may need to kind of distance yourself from people who always have like something negative to say about your situation, or they're trying to encourage you to do something negative. It's saying remain positive. And I feel like when you remain positive, this is when the answers are going to come in for you. Okay, and connect yourself with people who can kind of encourage you and lift you up when you're feeling a little insecure, or lacking that self-confidence that you want to have, because some sort of balance is coming in your life, Capricorn. So that is your reading. Okay, sending you all love and light. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Again, this is the reading for July the 30th through August the 13th. Okay. All right. And don't forget, y'all got to get me to 10,000 subscribers so I can start doing these readings live every 2 weeks. Okay. All right. Talk with y'all. Caps later.